Hey guys, welcome back to another session of Kwentuhan with Ate Kat. My name is Mommy Kat or Ate Kat. If you guys don't know me yet, I do a lot of Kwentuhan with Ate Kat where we talk about life tips for social media, content creation. We also do journaling, diamond painting, and from time to time we do reviews or first impressions of items that get sent to us by our brand partners. If that is any of that is your kind of thing, please go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Any interaction is super appreciated by small YouTubers like myself, currently at 5,000 subscribers, hoping to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And so we have been putting out a lot of content. I've seen that there has been an uptick in views, so I'm feeling that you guys are enjoying this as I am. I do love sitting down with people and talking, but more of it's like close friends. I'm actually an introvert, a professional extrovert. So this is perfect for me. I get to talk to you guys without really having to, be in front of a lot of people. Because my social battery just, kind of goes down. So please stick with me and let's do another kwentuhan with Ate Kat. Okay, so we are back for today's topic. We will be talking about boundaries between friends. Should there be boundaries between friends? Or if you're like super close, no more boundaries na. What are your thoughts about this? Let me know down in the section below. A friend of mine actually asked me to discuss this. So I posted on my Facebook what are topics that you would talk about that normally don't get talked about. I am currently using my Raptor Twist. I love it. You know why? It's not just this whole thing, but you press this and it twists. And you get to carry it like this, which is way easier to carry than, the usual standard. Wait. This. Kasi diba, this actually strains this. Anyway, commercial is over. So, a friend of mine did ask me, can you talk about boundaries between friends and actually relationships, friendships and relationships? And one of the few things that I've realized in the past years, as I got older and a little bit wiser, is that just because we are friends with someone doesn't mean that they need our opinion all the time. If we have nothing nice to say about the news, we cannot say anything. Like we can choose to not say anything, not comment anything. Okay? So, first one is communicate honestly but kindly, okay? So, I'm one of those people where I tend to share things with my closest friends. Like, hey, I got a new haircut. Hey, I got a new table. Hey, I got a new this and that. And I'm super excited. And I feel like they should also be excited because if they got new things, I would be excited for them. But sometimes they're not. And it happens because pwedeng they don't like the way your hair looks, they don't like whatever you bought, it's not to their taste. And so I've had friends who would comment and, say things and I feel bad and then I get mad and sad. But then I realize I also do the same thing. So now I've learned that I don't say anything unless they specifically ask me to comment. And then I try to say it in the nicest way possible. Or if they're like super friends of mine, I would say, do you want me to be super honest or do you want me to mind my words? And since they know how honest I can be, they would sometimes opt to mind your words because they really, like something and I don't like it. And so if I don't, I would say to them like, well, if it makes you happy, then I'm happy for you. If you truly like it, then that's all that matters. And if they ask me to be super honest, that's the time that I would really give my honest opinion. But I would prep them and make sure that, they know what's coming. I won't just blurt things out. The next one that I would say as a boundary between friends is respect each other's time and priorities. If you guys agreed on a time to meet, make sure that you're there by the time that your meeting is supposed to start. If you agree to have lunch at 12, be there at 11:45 naman, diba? So you guys have time to say hi, hello, sit down, and then get to the lunch. Don't be late as much as possible. And if you're going to be late, give a heads up. If you're going to cancel, wag naman sana, at least hours before, like, before they actually leave the house. Because sometimes you could be the only thing or the reason that they're even going out of the house. Then imagine if they're already stuck in the road in traffic, and then you cancel, like, that's just not okay. So be respectful of each other's times and priorities. And if they always, seek out and say hi, hello, kamusta ka na, send you memes to remind you that God loves you or whatnot, try to do the same thing. If that's not your thing, then do what your thing is. Are you a gift giver? Are you of service? What is your love language? But make sure that they actually feel the love. Make sure that they know they are within your circle, that they are present in your life, and you are present in their life. It doesn't have to be a daily thing. But, I would say, kung sobrang busy ka talaga, like OA busy, once every quarter, put it in the calendar if needed. If you're that type of person na kung hindi nakasulat sa calendar, you just totally forget about it, there's nothing wrong with putting it in your calendar. Check on my friend. Pak. Kung sino may mga friends. Make it every quarter. Like, hi, hello, kamusta? What's up with you? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're doing well. If you're a meme person, send memes. If you are the kind of person who would say, hey, let's have coffee, lunch, then set up quarterly meetings or twice a year meetings. Or if like sobrang not feasible, a once a year. Or you know what? Be like the pandemic. Zoom, online, Google Meet, video, Viber. There's really no reason anymore to not check on friends that matter to us. The third one I would say is maintain mutual trust. Okay? If sinabi niyang this is just for your eyes and ears, make sure it is just for your eyes and ears. There is no reason to sell out your friend if they are your friend, diba? If you expect them to keep your secrets, you should be ready to keep their secrets. It's a two-way street. Hindi pwedeng sila trust ng trust sa'yo, tapos ikaw naman divulge ng divulge. Then you're not a friend. You're a user, chismosa, and you should not be trusted at all. And you should not have friends. But when you say someone is a friend, they should be able to trust you with their deepest, darkest secret, and only for 25 million USD will you sell it. Joke. That's what I tell my friends. When they say, oh, I'm so glad that you didn't tell my secret. I'm like, dude, I tell your secret for 25 million US dollars. If someone would actually pay that, knowing that there's no person on earth who would pay me 25 million USD just to divulge my friend's secret, because their secrets are not even worth that much. It's not even worth like $1,000. Gets? It's just a secret between us, and it's gonna stay a secret between us until we all pass. And the fourth one is, this is not a competition. If your friend goes to you and says, you know what, I have a problem, you don't say, ako din may problema ako. It is not a competition. If they come up to you and say, dude, I have a problem, I need advice, or I need someone to listen. Listen. Advice if they ask for it. But if not, just listen. Listen. It is not a competition. One of the worst things that we can do is say, ako nga dati, ganito ganyan, survive ko eh. Like, yay for you. But again, this is not a competition. Do not compete with your friend. Same goes for when they say, oh my God, I lost 10 pounds. And they'll go, oh, I lost 15 pounds. Not a competition. Do not compare. No comparison. Celebrate each other. Commiserate with each other. But do not compete with each other. Do not compete. Listen, do not compete. Okay? We don't say, oh, ako rin, ganito, ganyan. Oh, you know what? I've had it worse. Oh my God, I did it better. If they are really your friends, you do not compete with your friends. Okay? You can compete in a healthy manner, but when they're telling you things, when they're showing you emotions and being vulnerable, do not compete. Boundary. And then I guess the last one is money. O diba? Maraming friendship ang nasisira sa money. So set a healthy limit when it comes to money. If you're gonna trust your friend with something, make sure that you trust them with money that you can afford to lose. Okay lang ba sa akin kung biglang hindi siya magbayad? Siyempre hindi okay yan, but is this something that I can actually just let go? Is this something that I am willing to understand if na-delay yung payment? Will I end up unaliving my friend if they don't pay? Ask your questions, these things. eto bang friend kong to is like family already and I cannot bear to see them lost, miserable, or what have you? Ask yourself these questions and then set limits to it. And make sure that you and your friend understand these limits, that you both agree to it so that you can maintain the friendship. I have a friend, I met her actually around last year. We got really close. She lent me money. It's a lot of money. And I'm super grateful for her. Thankfully, I was able to pay it off. And then sadly, we had a misunderstanding and things have not been the same since. So I'm just really glad that I was already able to pay her off. And now I'm just paying for some other stuff, like a monthly thing. But the big one, I was already able to pay off. So I feel like there's no more of that super awkwardness. It's more of the money is transactional. And if, she never really forgives me, there's nothing else I can do. But at least the whole weighing down on me na, oh my God, may utang ako na malaki, may ganito ganyan, is no longer there. So, I guess when it comes to friends, just have to make sure that if you are lending money or borrowing money, it's with people that you are really, 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 really comfortable and you trust. So, I have two friends like that. And I know that I can borrow a huge amount of money. Naman sana. And they would never even make me feel like, hoy, may utang ka, magbayad ka. So, if you don't have friends like that, that's okay. If you are the friend that inuutangan, just make sure that when you do lend money, you are also okay. If they're not able to pay it on time, because sadly life does happen. So just, set boundaries and be clear about it. Be clear with your friends na, hey, we're super friends, but when it comes to this, that, my limitations and my rules and my boundaries. And as a friend, you need to be able to, just honor it, diba? You have to make sure that you respect and honor whatever your friend, kumbaga, lays out as a rule, especially if you're the one borrowing the money. And if you did promise to pay it, make sure that you do. And if you are not able to, for some unforeseen circumstances, that you communicate early. Huwag kang magtago. Huwag kang, ay, nahiya ako, so hindi ko lang siya kakausapin. That's crazy. No, that's not acceptable. Make sure that you say, hey, I know I'm supposed to pay this and that. Sadly, this is what happened. I'll be late, but I'm doing things to make sure na mabayaran ko. So just communicate, okay? There's nothing more horrible than na late ka na magbayad, tapos nagtago ka pa. Like, the person just left like, ano na. So they don't know what's happening. They're gonna think the worst. They're gonna imagine the worst, even though they're good people. So just communicate. Okay? So these are just some of the boundaries that I've come to realize over the years. Okay? So when we give our opinion, make sure it's warranted. And if not, then we keep our mouth shut. If they are celebrating something, celebrate with them. Do not compete. Same with if they're commiserating or they're miserable about something. Do not compete either. Be respectful of their time when you're meeting with them, of their space, okay? And then I think another add-on is if your friends are married or with partners and they complain about their partners, listen, just listen. Even though you may have a lot of opinion, thoughts, and whatnot, if they don't ask for it as well, don't. Do you know why? Kasi magbabati silang mag-asawa. Tapos ikaw ang dami mo nang sinabi. Ikaw na yung bad person ngayon. Di ba? Parang, So, that's one thing I've learned. Like, when my friends complain about their partners, I just go like, okay. So, what do you plan on doing about it? Okay? And then I say, ang tingin mo? I would tell them na, well, for me, I would be having a really kind of biased point of view because, hey, you're my friend and your partner is not really my friend. I'm always going to look out for you. So do you really want me to share my opinion? Or is it better for you to just rant? So always ask. Okay? And then the last is, again, syempre the trust. Do not break the trust. Pwede kayong mag-away. Pwede kayong magkagalit. But don't break each other's trust. So, kahit magkaaway na kayo ng kaibigan mo, don't divulge the secrets, and just honor what you promised when you guys were okay. I think that's one of the most important boundaries and aspects of friendships and any other relationship. Anyway, I hope that helped you guys out. I hope that this answered my friend's question as to what should be the boundaries between friends. And again, if you like any of the content that I just made or said, list down below what you like the most amongst the boundaries that I discussed. This is not an expert kind of thing. Again, we're just making kwento. Nagkukwentuhan lang tayo because I'm not an expert on anything. But I do have 44 years of life experience that I'm just kind of banking on and sharing a little bit of wisdom with you guys. If you do decide to, absorb what I said, do it with a grain of salt, and, make sure that it applies to your own life experience. Again, this is your Ate Kat, and I'll look forward to see you guys on another Kwentuhan with Ate Kat. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Ring the notification bell so that anytime I have new content, you will get notified. Bye, guys!